Cool, welcome back. It's been a wee while since our last shop update. We've been hectic, very busy throughout March and also April. We did a drift week with a mate, so that started off in Kaikoura and then drift south down in Timaru, where I managed to find myself probably a little bit close to a tyre walls that run out at you in the middle of the track, you know, that sometimes you can't avoid them. Not too bad. The drift car got a little bit of panel damage. We bent an arm and maybe a couple of bolts as well for the rear hub, which are pretty common. Some bog and some paint. She'll be looking better. What else did we do? We headed up to the North Island to Pukekohe, one of the last round of races ever to be held there. That was really exciting. I've never driven at Puke. Went up with our MX-5 racing series behind the Mazda series grid. So some of the little MX-5s did really well. They were sort of running very close to the pace of some of the RX-8s and RX-7s up there. Cool track, just such a shame, you know, that Puke's getting closed down. But you know, the bumps, last turn coming over the hill, then hitting speed limiter down into turn 1, just sort of hanging on to dear life, is something that I don't think we'll ever forget. You know, like there's no other track like this in New Zealand. Hey, look, you know, there's still plenty of other tracks and grassroots stuff out there for us to do, which is really fortunate. I say this to everyone, you know, New Zealand's awesome, and you wouldn't be able to do what we do here anywhere else in the world, and probably not as cheaply or affordable anywhere else in the world as well. So we're counting our blessings, going out and doing all the events as much as we can, and then we'll get better and just have a bit of fun along the way. So yeah, what else? So we've got some stuff coming up as well. This weekend we're off to Invercargill for the Hard Park Takeover event run by the crews down there. So that's over at Teretonga, Saturday and Sunday, 2 days. There's drifting, there's cruise with your mates, a show and shine, so Hard Park, and basically 2 days worth of cars basically. So if you're from Dunedin or even from Christchurch, or you know, and also Invercargill, if you've got the weekend free, feel free to pop down. We're going to have the drift car there, and we'll be taking as many people as we can along for rides, drift demos. So long as we can throw a passenger in there and go for a ride, sweet, we'll do that. And it's all free, apart from obviously the entry fees into the event, but we'll be more than happy to take you out for a spin and make some memories, eh? Last weekend, I forgot, we went and entered the street sprints at Greymouth. We took the drift car again, so we were out doing peels, not really timed or anything, but it was really good fun. I think there was a total of about 11 drift cars out there from the DriftSouth boys, and a couple from over the coast as well. So that was really awesome. Basically, I want to say it brings back teenage memories, but we won't incriminate ourselves. But really awesome event. Thank you to the organisers who put on such a great show for not just the spectators but for all the drivers as well. I think they had 65 entries for the proper races, and then, as I said, about 11 drift cars out there. A huge crowd that turned up, lined up the streets, lined up, you know, behind the all the hay bales and stuff, and yeah, just such an awesome event. I love street sprint stuff because there's a little bit of element of risk. No tyre barriers, but there are gutters and curbs and stuff, and maybe lamp posts and all that sort of stuff to watch out for. I hear they don't run as fast, so I've got a better chance here to not hit any of them. But look, next year, we took, I think, 7 different passengers out for rides, from young to old. You know, definitely possibly have inspired a few people to get into cars, or saving up for MX-5s or whatnot, because they're kind of cool. So yeah, really awesome fun. And next time there's another street sprint, we'll basically be trying to get out there and have a bit of fun again. In other news that's coming up, DriftSouth round 5 at Ruapuna. It's B-track reverse, very fast layout, and we went for a practice day on Tuesday. Managed to take a few more people out for drives, peeled through heaps of tyres. Never really eats through tyres, the MX-5, but I think we went through about 6 pairs, so about 12 tyres for about half the day. We probably 4th gear most of the way. It was just pinned really. 95% full throttle, don't lift. It was great fun. So if you've, once again, next weekend, if you've got a bit of time on Saturday, come out, have a nosy. It's the final round. The top, I think 3 or 4 in the DriftSouth Championship Pro Series. The points are super close, so any one of the top couple of guys have a chance to win it. I think we're picking a couple of favourites like Andy and Liam Pink, hot favourites to compete and take out the series. Both of those guys have been driving really awesome this year. Just super talented young guys that have really shaken up the field amongst everyone. So really good to see, and yeah, we look forward to sort of finishing up the season. We're somewhere down the middle, just having fun again, but yeah, we'll hopefully do well, a bit better this round as well. What else we've got coming up? Autocross on the Sunday, so the very next day there's a autocross by the Canterbury Car Club at Ruapuna again. I think should be about $50 entry fee. You do need a roll cage on your open top, sorry, a roll bar or a roll cage. Great fun, once again, full day event. Entries should be will get filled up pretty quickly, so jump on the Motorsport New Zealand website and enter, and maybe pay for it online if you can. Awesome event. We'll probably be grabbing the coupe. We've modified it a little bit recently over the last couple of months to make it lighter, make it more nimble. We even chucked some suspension, and we even certified it. Jesus. And so it's fully street legal now, and we'll be out competing against with some of the bigger cars with turbos and maybe no body, like those open wheeler things like Lotus 7s. Last time we went out, standard form, it did okay. So hopefully with these couple of lightweight tweaks, we should be a little bit more competitive. And maybe later on, when we get a bit of time, we'll do a walkthrough of what we did. Some of the stuff might be a little bit controversial, like going down to, from the Sports Plus brakes down to NA6 tiny brakes. Now there's reasoning behind all of this, so we'll do another episode later on when we can go through, see what we've done, and go and do some reasoning as to why we went that way or whatnot. Yeah, so we'll get into that. So on product news, we've now become New Zealand's distributor for Flying Miata. So we're slowly starting to stock some of their parts and goodies on our shelves. We've also taken on a couple of other things as well that that we'll release over the next couple of weeks from new merch, so new t-shirts, not some classic ones like this as well. Some mini toys as well, so all MX5 related and some other stuff as well, which will be quite exciting. It just keeps you guys entertained with all the little things that we offer. But yeah, very excited about the Fly Miata stuff. As we get more and more stock on the shelf, you'll be able to call us up and we should have something available to send to you that same day. If not, it's usually about up to maybe a week to turn around via air freight out of the States. Occasionally we will order a larger quantity of sea freight, so if you've got larger items as well, hit us up. We'll consolidate an order, ship it by sea, a little bit slower. However, it will reduce the cost of shipping by quite a bit. On some unrelated news, we have just started our YouTube channel, so you'll find all these videos and stuff like that on there. It's just Garage5NZ. Feel free to like and subscribe and all that sort of stuff. We'll chuck all these videos on there. We might start doing some technical videos, so going through, for example, doing some brake pad replacements or maintenance stuff and whatnot. So hopefully it will provide you guys a little bit of insight into some of the stuff that we commonly see, or certain ways of addressing issues or fixing your cars, things like that. If you have an idea of something that we could perhaps make a video of and you'd like to see something on it, then feel free to give us a message or leave comments, and we can go through and make plans, even put them on little post-it notes so that we know what we're talking about half the time, and we can make it happen for you. So yeah, if there's something you want to see, let us know and we'll make it happen. Cheers.